Right there we have 6 chicken leg quarters. There's my 13-week-old Renascence Bulldogge Recker, his sister Magi, larger black dogs, my Blue Bay Shepherd Kurgan, and my Lycan Shepherd Ulu. And this is going to be another group feeding, a pack mukbang, or as I've coined a new word, a pack bong. I hope you enjoy it. Now this isn't a typical meal for the dogs. I do this a few times a week as a way to build a healthy pack hierarchy amongst the dogs, especially when I have young puppies like this. Don't feel sorry for the puppies if they don't get as much food as the adults. Again, they'll be eating later also. This is, again, to build a healthy pack dynamic and to teach them to feed as a group. Recker has a white blob of paint on his back. I was painting the other day and he had to get into it, so that's what that is. There's so many choices, the puppies have trouble making up their minds sometimes. I no longer have to smash the chicken up for the puppies. They're able to handle it themselves. Again, that's Kurgan telling the puppy that's his piece to get his own. See some white paint on Recker's back. If you'd like to learn more about feeding your dogs a raw diet, I've provided several links in the video description that'll tell you how to do that. Several are from vets, along with a couple of books written by veterinarian Ian Billinghurst. Give your dog a bone and grow your pups with bones. You don't have to worry about bones with dogs as long as the bones are raw. It's only cooked bones that are dangerous. The same goes for raw food bacteria. Dogs are designed to deal with it. 36% of dogs carry salmonella as a natural part of their gut flora. Their digestive juices are stronger and their G-tracts are shorter, making them biologically designed to handle it. Again, what do you think canines in the wild have been doing for millions of years of evolution? Princess Ulu finishing off her first leg quarter. Again, I like to handle my dogs when they're eating. Teaches them not to be food aggressive. I have a playlist which will be linked in the video description, and you can see how these puppies were when I first got them. No growling or reaction at all now when I touch them. And you can see my adults are the same way. And again, it's because I've been doing this since they were puppies. See, the same is true with Ulu. That was just Ulu telling Recker, no, go back to your own piece. Again, he wasn't hurt. This is the adults teaching the puppies what they're supposed to be doing when they're eating around other dogs. This is so I don't have fights. Now you can disagree with what I feed my dogs or what you see here. That's okay. There are many ways to do things, and I don't claim mine is the only way. I've owned dogs for 30 years, bred them that long, have done rescue work, was an animal warden over 2 decades almost. I've got a lot of experience with dogs, but don't portray myself as an expert. This is what I've learned through bro science and what works for me. Do what works for you. I don't need you to tell me in the comments you disagree with me. I'm pretty set in my ways. I'm 51. You're not going to change my mind. I provided several links in the video description that will back up a lot of what I'm saying. If you want to do your own research, I recommend you do so. I'm just some guy on YouTube. You shouldn't be taking what I say at face value. You should be doing your research, and that goes for anything you hear on the web. I'm not somebody who's going to misrepresent myself as something I'm not. You can see by how beautiful and healthy my dog's coats look that I must be doing something right. I've fed this way over 20 years and have never had any issue related to bones or raw food bacteria. Lulu's coming over to tell me thanks for her meal like she always does. Now the puppies are going to have to start keeping a closer eye on their food, because now that they're getting older, she'll be an opportunist and try to distract themselves from it. And that white on Recker's back is some paint he got into the other day. I guess he wanted to be a tricolor. Yeah, buddy. Now again, the big dogs will not take the food from them outright, even though they could. But they will do things to distract them. And if they step away from it, they will seize the opportunity to eat it. And again, this teaches the puppies. And don't feel bad if they don't get to finish their whole piece. They will be getting fed a meal alone today, where they don't have to worry about anybody taking it. Again, this is done to develop a healthy pack dynamic. I've really found over the years that this works. Again, you can see, and I have plenty of videos showing all my adults eating together, and no issues. And that's how it is in a wolf pack or a wild canine pack. And I let nature take its course, and I let my adults discipline and teach the puppies what they're supposed to do. But again, my adults are well socialized. If they weren't and they were jerks to the puppies, it would turn the puppies into jerks. Just like with children who are bullies often become bullies, the same is true with puppies that are bullied. Never let an adult dog pick on or beat up your puppy. It will turn your dog into a potential canine jerk later on in life. Take that from somebody who used to specialize in rehabbing and retraining bull breeds and pit bulls that were too hard for people to handle. Like a couple of big black sharks circling. Hey, homie. Kurgan, you're blocking my shots. You can see now that the adult dogs don't have their own food that Recker isn't wandering away from his piece looking for other stuff. Lulu says, I'll just kind of come in here and have a snack. You don't mind, do you? Will you guys quit blacking my shots? I'll give you love later on. Everybody wants to be pet. Come on, Kurgan, let me shoot. He always wants to be cuddled after he eats, don't you? Oh, no kisses. You can see she's able to chew up those bones now in that leg quarter. Again, Magi is starting to establish herself. Oh. That's what happens when you turn around there, buddy. Well, let's see what happens. It's always fun to watch those two. Recker's like, hey, where did my other piece go? Isn't that mine? Must I shoot through your legs, Kurgan? They just can't get away from him. She's smart. She's got that thing pinned under her foot. She's not going to make the same mistake Recker did. Well, there you go. Another pack bang video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell down below. If you liked it a lot, you'll get email notifications when my new videos come out. Again, if you disapprove of what I'm doing, I don't care. You can keep those comments to yourself, or I'll just man you. If you got something nice to say or you have a question, feel free to ask me in the comments. But again, if you have any questions, make sure you look at all the links I provided first. They're going to answer probably 99% of those questions you might have. Also, if the raw food calculator in the video description doesn't work, just Google raw food calculator. Occasionally the one I have up there doesn't work for some reason. But if you Google raw food calculator, there's about 15 or 20 of them online that'll help you out if that one isn't working. That's all. Bye. Bye from Mr. Kurgan, Mr. Recker, Miss Ulu, and Princess Magi. Bye. That's Kurgan itching himself on the fence. handsome. I think so, but I freely admit I'm partial. Bye.